We traveled to Leratsville in Mpumalanga, where a group of young dedicated learners travel great distances to attend the Allandale Saturday School in order to receive extra lessons in mathematics, science and English. For this group of learners, the weekend holds a different promise, a chance to better their education and future. Let's find out how this BHP Billiton program has been motivating hundreds of young learners to put in extra time and effort for their future. The Allandale Saturday Schools program was established in 2000 at the Allandale High School in Middleburg. It is a challenging program that requires learners to give up their Saturdays in order to improve their marks. Hope is one of the regular attendees who is sacrificing time with friends and family in an attempt to improve academically.
I choose to wake up early on a Saturday morning and go to school for the fact that education is actually very important to me. I sacrifice going to church, malls, sports, parties. I sacrifice having to help my mother here at home. I started attending in 2010 when I was doing my grade 10. The reason why I actually chose to go to the Saturday school is because I saw that I actually lacked the proper foundation in my math and a part of my physics. I decided that I'm going to take time out, and that way I may be able to kind of like improve my marks. Mrs. Nell, my physics teacher, she's the one who organizes everything. She's the organizer of the Saturday school. She's put more effort into making sure that the Saturday school runs well.
Many schools have got overcrowded classes. I mean, up to 100 students in some classes. They have a lack of textbooks maybe, or of furniture. And you also find that at some schools, teachers are maybe not as dedicated as they should be. So that's why they come. They are hungry for knowledge.
Of any of those other fields.
We offer extra quality education, extra lessons basically in English, in maths, in science and accounting. So the kids actually get a chance to revise the work with the help of very experienced and well-qualified teachers. That's got a very good reputation.
I give up my Saturdays because I feel contributing to learners and contributing to education in South Africa, and especially here in our area with our communities not being as fortunate as in Gauteng. Here in our area there's a desperate need for learners to get extra information.
I've been coming to this school since 2010. I'm offering English because we realize that in the school program we don't have enough time with our learners. Our classes are large, and quite often we don't reach each individual learner. So this gives them extra tuition that they don't often have.
In my subject, accounting, there's such a desperate need for learners to improve.
For some of us, teaching is a calling. We love children, and we are result-oriented. So if our children achieve good results, we feel good.
The changes that I notice in the students are that they become more disciplined, they become more focused, they have more courage to put up their hands in class and actually to ask questions because they feel more in control of the knowledge than before.
The teachers here are not doing it because they feel like doing it. They're doing it because we are going to benefit from it, and it's our responsibility to make sure that whatever the teacher teaches, we grasp. And we also go back to when we get home and do a few revisions. So when we get back to class on Monday, everything is just a flow.
BEXA is funding the whole Saturday school for us. I mean, they're funding the buses, they're funding all the supplies we need, they're funding everything. Without BEXA, Saturday school would not at all be possible. It's them that makes it.
BHP Billiton Energy Coal South Africa has invested over 7 million rand since the inception of the program. We are committed to investing in our communities because our success and prosperity as a company is inextricably linked with that of our host communities and country as a whole. Like our government, it is also our objective to play an active role in contributing to the improvement of the quality of life of our host communities.
The maths and science marks in South Africa are some of the worst in the world, and programs like these hope to change that. These subjects are essential to the success of the learners in a modern economy. After the break, we find out how these extra classes will influence the future of the learners for the better.
Imagine a world where young minds are nurtured, where health is the greatest gift, and roads always lead you home. At BHP Billiton, we don't imagine, we do. BHP Billiton, resourcing the future.
Welcome back. Well, we are still in Mpumalanga, where BHP Billiton is rewarding dedicated teachers who are spending their Saturdays making sure that the young learners get a solid foundation in maths, English and science.
I'm coming here to upgrade my marks, hey? And next year I want to do psychology, of which I want to help people. Helping people, it's part of my life.
Le science ya ka baka la hore di bazar di batla di 50% upwards jwale ho mmetse ihlile nna ha isale ke le motho ero ke thola di marks tse fatshe jwale ke batla ho improve.
There's a big difference because the things we're doing, like it's not the first time, but then it's better than what we're doing at school.
Namuhla ngize la eAllandale for ama Saturday school ukuze ngizo improve especially ku physics na ku maths because this year ngenza grade 12 as a class malaza. So ngizokwenza imetallurgy so idinga imaths kahle kahle. So that's why ngiza lana so that things ngizokwazi ukuthola a fresh people with a fresh mind.
Well, the change in the marks is big. Each and everything that you do on Saturday school is going to count. The classes that we get here at Saturday school, they help us a lot during the week.
I want to do environmental studies and learn more about the climate change, the emissions and whatnot, so that I can also be able to come and teach my community about all of those things. When I've achieved all my goals, you know, when I've completed my degrees and whatnot, and I've started working, the first thing that I'm going to do is to buy my parents a house. That's the first thing that I'm going to do. And then I'll buy my father a car. And then afterwards, it's my brothers. They'll be my only dependents and lift the burden of my parents.
We want them to get far in life because that makes us proud. As educators, that's basically the only reward we really get, is to see our kids become very pillars of strength and very professional and strong people when they're grown up.
Wow, a program that actually makes learners excited about going to school on Saturdays, that's incredible. I guess maths really can solve all problems, or at least help learners work out their futures for themselves. It is a formula that works, thanks to BHP Billiton and the teachers that give up their Saturdays to make a difference in these young learners' lives.